Nice gain there. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run now with Ware. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Throwing, Hundley. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Hundley. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a loose football. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Let's go! Spread 38! Spread 38!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Let's go! White 90! White 90! Kill! Turn up! Kill! Turn up!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Completes it to Benjamin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
3 down. Come on, let's go. White, 90. White, 90. Check. Hey.
They'll look to throw here. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Now that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and point it towards the target downfield.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky again. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays, getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Let's go. Hurry. Tight ends on the Ringo.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Red, up. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Hey, sit up.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Miller on the catch over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Dancing into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep for Benjamin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Set up. 180.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Set up. 180. Check 26. Check 26. Check. Blue. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Red, up. Red, up. Red, up.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Being chased out left. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach, when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Flex round! Kill! Hey, switch gears.
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eddie Goldman forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Blue.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago 1st down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Right, 80. Hey, gotta go. Lock in.
Now Trubisky on 1st down, buying time to his left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Blue. Red, up.
Trubisky to throw again. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jonathan Anderson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Lock in. Blue.
Trubisky will throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Benjamin with it over the middle. A good pick up there at 22.
Ohio!
1st down now,
Ohio!
but that clock rolling.
Ohio! Ohio!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing, Hundley. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Sit up! 180!
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, 18. Banjo. Red, up. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Red, up.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kevin White in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bears are in for 6. Parkey with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Nick Kwiatkowski. In from his linebacker's spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now Hundley. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I
good.
just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hey, hang on, we got, you see it, you see it? Blue, blue.
Again, it's Howard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Red, up. Blue, blue, blue.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Red, up. Red, up.
On first down, Trubisky flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Red, up. Switch. Red, up.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Bostic. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Hey, gotta go. Lock in. Go.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Blue. Red, up. Red, up. 51. There you go. You see it? Blue. Red, up. Watch the screen. Red, up.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. Red 38.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Tight end right. Here we go. What? 90. Flex round.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
This is taken at about the 14. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Red, up. Hey, boys, go. Up. 180.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He completes it right side to White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Red, up. 51 to play, boys, 51. Blue, blue. Hey, 18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky going up top for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bears will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Now back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's go.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
18. Hey, 4 down. Red, up. Lock in.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.